We are superstars at Ignite Live. I love having you guys here. Thanks for joining me on a Tuesday. Fall kinds of fun stuff are happening. And I don't know, I'm just like sitting here like, where is everyone? Knock, 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 knock. Where is everyone? Where is everyone? I want to just send out the amazing vibes to let's bring in more authors and get them here, because this is one of the funnest things I do all week is connect with you guys on Ignite Live and share with you some fun, exciting things that we've learned, ways to grow our business, ways to network with one another. I know we're sending out text messages. Anyone got a text message? I'd love to know if you got a text message. Cool. If you like the text messages, I do too. I think it's really cool. It's a great way for us to connect with one another, because this is where we are the people. Just know we are the people moving the needle on humanity. Just know that you guys are a part of the big change, the global shift that is happening with people and their mindset, their heart set, their soul shift, all of the things that are moving towards this new, amazing world that we're getting into. All of the stuff that we've been through over there, all the stuff that we're heading into, this is where we're going. And you people, ladies and gentlemen, Ignite authors, you're the ones who are making the big difference with your stories, your devotion, your dedication, and the powerful things that you're getting involved in. So bravo to all of that. Now, Ignite is all about igniting lives. So today we're going to pour into you with Ignite Live, and we're going to talk about ways for you to grow your business, grow your brand, and grow yourself. Because if you're not growing you, you're not growing your business. You've got to grow you. You've got to elevate. You've got to see yourself where you are and where you're headed. Now, I said a really cool, my new famous quote spoken by Les Brown numerous times. I was on Clubhouse, he said my quote. I was in a meeting with him, he said my quote. So a couple of weeks ago, Les was saying, you need to find a signature quote. You need to come up with a quote that is yours. That's that thing that follows you around everywhere. Now, many of you have your power quotes, and you wrote your power quote in relationship to your story, and that's terrific. But we're going to talk a little bit today about signature quotes. These are the quotes that are synonymous with you. And so the quote that I said a few weeks ago that Mr. Les Brown has repeated numerous times is, your past does not define you. Instead, it refines you. And I have been saying that, and Les Brown has been saying that. And so if you want to write that down, your past does not define you. Instead, it refines you. And that is so true, because each and every one of us have a past. We have trials and tribulations that have pulled us down and set us apart and made it challenging for us. And for the many, many non-Ignite authors, they feel like their past defines them, who they are, what they've been through, the things that they've had to encounter. That past story defines them. And what I want you to do is move your mind to believe that your past does not define you, but instead, baby, it refines you. It gets you, it sharpens the blade to be exactly what it is you want to move into and where you are headed. So your past refines you. It gets you focused, laser focus on what is most important to you. So I'd like you for a minute to think about a signature quote. What do you want to be known for? What's important to you? What does your brand stand for? Who are you? If somebody was to just repeat your quote, what would you want them to repeat? Now, many of us know Nelson Mandela's quotes. We know Les Brown's quotes. We know quotes from Oprah. We know Einstein's quotes. What is the quote that you want to start using every single day, all the time, on the bottom of your signatures, everywhere you go? You want people to start repeating you. You know what it feels like to have Les Brown repeat me? Your past does not define you. Instead, it refines you. Said in like Les Brown manner. It's so fantastic. So let's take a moment for each and every one of us to think about, you may want to look at your power quote, see if that needs to be refined a little, or something may just be stirring up in you in this moment. So close your eyes and take a deep breath, because writing is channeling. Writing is connecting to your source. When you come up with these power quotes, these are the things that are in your belly, in your soul, in your cells. These are the things that really matter to you. So I want you to just close your eyes for a second, take a deep breath, and just allow source to speak through you. Just allow the greater intelligence of you. You have breathed in the same air that Einstein has breathed in. You know, you have been a part of the molecular movement of the planet, of all the geniuses and all the artists and all the celebrities and all the grand poobahs and all the Indian chiefs of the planet, of the world, of history. You have been a part of inhaling the same air as them. And all of our cellular molecular structures connected to the big giant cosmic connection. And so your brilliance is right there. It's right there at your fingertips. Your brilliance and the things that matter to you are in your heart. And so I'd love for you to just take a moment, knowing that you're connected to the intelligence of the universe, knowing that your wisdom has come to you, knowing that you have walked the road through your past to create a fabulous quote that is going to follow you and define you, define you. So take a moment to just write whatever comes. This is called free writing. Don't think it, just brrr, let the hand work. Just write a little bit. Just put something down on the page. Go ahead. All right, if you've written something, put it in the chat. We'd love to see it. And see, that's the cool thing is lots of times we gear ourselves up for writing, and sometimes we got to slow ourselves down for connection. Sometimes we got to just seep into and sit into the actual connection. So if you got something, put it in the chat. If not, put up your hand. There's a reactions button at the bottom of your screen. You can put up your hand. Does anyone want to share their quote? They have a quote that they came up with right now, or something that just percolated for them from their power quote or from their story. If anybody wants to share a power quote or a quote that they came up with right now. You guys are all a little silent. Nobody came up with anything just yet. Okay, Haga, go ahead.
Hi. I came up with a few.
Let's hear them.
Yeah. Be the ecstatic, juicy you. And then another one, feel your essence. And then, oh, you'll love this one because it has ignite. Love ignites your essence.
Yes.
And then the last one, the true you is when the veils lift.
Ooh, the true you is when the veil lifts. That's so amazing. Love it. Love it. Love it. Anyone else have anything?
This is
Yeah,
Guy.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Guy.
Yeah, I put it in the chat also, and I don't know if it makes sense, but it made sense to me at this moment. Moments like this express the moments in you.
Moments like this express the moments in you. Absolutely. And you could put this in italics or something just to make people realize like it's in this, in the now, in the moment, right? Because so many of us are thinking in the future and thinking out there. All right. You are brilliant. Know anything is possible. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. Power quote from Ignite Adventure. Inevitably, everything that happens to us happens in our favor. I love that, Albert, right? Inevitably, anything that happens to us happens in our favor. See, that's an incredible quote. And Albert has been using that in his story. Thank you so much, Albert. You want to share it? Let's hear it in your voice, darling. We haven't seen you in a while and heard from you. Are you able to go on camera? Hi, gorgeous.
Hey, JP. Hey, everyone. Yes, I'm happy to be here with you all. I love this power quote when you just told us to close our eyes and think about a quote that I want to be remembered for always. This is the one that came to mind because this power quote expresses my entire life, basically my entire story, and it's inevitably everything that happens to us happens in our favor. Doesn't matter what happens to you, it's happening in your favor and in the favor of everyone that's involved. So it just really resonates with every cell in my body.
Yeah, thank you. And same with us, right? We feel it. Like those are the kind of quotes that we feel. They really awaken us. Barbara said, I feel like I just popped the cork of what's possible. I love it. Popping the cork of what's possible. I might have to steal that one, girlfriend. That's a good one. I love it. I love it. So when you create your quote, you really are speaking to a part of who you are. Your quote is like really wrapped around, it's like the magic Christmas wrapping paper around who you are. So get excited about doing your quotes. I want to talk a little bit about our next idea. Write this down. What can I afford not to do? Think about that for a minute. What can I afford not to do? Now, the reason I say that is because so many of us are like, well, can I afford that? Well, what can you afford not to do? So I want you to write down business, ... personal, ... and in your health and wellness. And then I want you to write down 3 things that you cannot afford to do. So let me give you an example. If I'm struggling to get my business going because I haven't done my bookkeeping, I can't afford to not do my bookkeeping because that is not going to let me get my business forward. If I want to, grow my business, I can't afford not to do my website. If I want to wear that skimpy bikini, I can afford not to eat healthy. So what are the things you want and what could you not afford to not do? I know it's a different way to think, and you guys know I love to talk about positives, but what can I not afford to do is an interesting thing because so many times we are in the habit of talking about, I can't afford that. I can't afford a new car. I can't afford a new house. I can't afford a Gucci purse. I can't afford to spend that time with my kids because I have to work. I can't afford to take time off because I have to work. I can't afford to go on vacation. How many times a day, a week, a month, a year do you think that we as human beings say, I can't afford it? Thousands, right? Hundreds, endless, dozens. So in that I can't afford mode, I want you to retrain your brain of what can I not afford not to do? What I cannot afford not to spend time with my kids. I cannot afford not to go on a break because my body and my health needs it. I cannot afford not to take some time out today because I have to get a movement break. So I want you to think about what you cannot afford to do. Well, you cannot not afford to do, right? See the way it's tricking the brain? I cannot not afford to do that. I've got to do that. I can't not afford to do it because it'll prevent me from getting what I want. So write down 3 things in your business, personal, and health that you cannot afford to not do. And then if you'd like, you could put some of them in the chat. Brilliant. I like some of the ones I see. I cannot afford not to work on my website. So true. I cannot afford not to make phone calls because they won't make any sales. Oh, I so agree. I cannot afford to go to bed after midnight because my body won't get up and get the rest it needs. It's so true. I wrote, I cannot afford not to do my taxes. I've got to do those. I cannot afford to keep eating meat because I've been vegetarian for so long. And for some reason, I've been eating a little bit of meat lately and it just doesn't make me feel good. And I cannot afford to be too busy not to spend time with my kids. And so those are the things I just simply cannot afford to keep doing. Anybody else want to share? Put your hand up if you've got a few to share. See, this is an interesting thing because again, the brain is so used to saying, I can't afford it. But really, you can afford it. You can absolutely afford anything you want. Any single thing you want, you can afford. And the truth is, what can you not afford to do? Because it's taking away from the dream that you really want to go after. Anybody want to share anything they cannot afford to do? I cannot afford to daily reach out. I cannot afford not to exercise daily with my, daily for my daughter's wedding. I know Linda's daughter's getting married. So how exciting is that? Exactly. So you cannot not afford to show up in the way that you want to for the wedding. Those are the cost. That's actually the cost. This is the great thing. The cost is more by not doing than it is by doing it. And that is one of the things that we have to actually recreate new neurotransmitted connections in our brain, that doing my taxes, working out, eating properly, all those things actually cost me less by doing them than by not doing them. And that is a very, very interesting thing. A lot of people say, like, JB, how do you get so much done? And actually, I subconsciously do this. I realize that by not doing my sales calls, I don't get this. By not getting up and writing every day, I don't get this. By not checking my social media, I don't get this. And so I'm a person who doesn't like not get something. So I have to do it to get what it is I want. And so I don't see what it costs me by doing it. I see what it costs me by not doing it. And even so much so, like, people will say, like, you know, you've traveled, you've done this, you've gone here, you've made this sacrifices, you've tried this, because the not doing it, for me, the cost was higher. For me, the cost of not making the end goal of the 5,000K and giving up sooner, the cost was too high than by completing the 5K. The cost of not having another book published when everybody said it was impossible during COVID, that cost was too high to not do it. So start actually looking at what is the cost that it's costing you not to do what you want. Like, really think about that. You have a dream. You have a dream. You have a destiny. You have a desire. You have a hunger. You have a passion, and you're not doing it. What is that costing you? Costing you time, energy, money, health, your happiness, your peace of mind, your contentment, your connection with your family, your relationships, your self-worth, your self-pride. It's costing you so much not to do what you really want to do. And we don't see it that way. I really, really, really want to take this course. I really, really, really want to be on the cover of Vogue. What is it costing me not to do that? The self-worth and the self-compassion, the self-expectation, the self-value, the self-pride is way higher than anything else anyone would say to me. I'm too tired. What happens if you fail? What happens if you don't make it? What happens if people laugh at you? What happens if people don't like you? What happens if people judge you? That cost to me is so low compared to how I feel about myself. And we talked about this 2 weeks ago, right? Where are you on your ladder of opinion? Your opinion of yourself is at the top of the ladder. So anyone else's opinion of you is below your opinion of yourself. So their opinion of you is way less. That cost is way less than what it costs you to not do what you dream of. So go after your dreams, please. It's costing you more not to do them than it is to do them. Okay, number 2, let's talk about what's your lane. So people can say, like, well, I have this dream to do this, and I have a dream to do that. You know, many people come to me and say, JB, help me, because I want to do this, and I want to do that, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. And I say, absolutely. And I am a creature of that exact same opinion. Let's do it all. It's all possible. In fact, many of us, and probably every single one of you here on the call, you're so brilliant. You're so capable. You have such abilities. And when someone comes to you and says, hey, can you do this? You're like, sure, I can do this. Hey, can you do this? Absolutely, I can do this. Hey, I want to do this. Hey, that's a good idea. So what happens is we get fragmented all over the place because we really are capable of doing those things. We really do want to do those things. Those things are very much possible in our mind. But what happens is our energy is over here, and then our energy is over here, and then our energy is all fragmented and it's all over the place. So today I want you to focus a little bit on what's in your lane. Like, what are you really, really good at? What are you really, really, truly good at? Like Ignite is really, really, really smoking, kicking good at creating powerful emotional stories for people. Now, we're good at doing magazines and we're great at doing other things, but we're really, really, really good at this. And every time we take our ball off what we're really, really good at, we actually weaken what we're good at. So you might be really, really good at coaching people, really, really good at writing scripts, really, really, really good at acting, really, really good at doing PR and social media. But what happens is because you have the ability to do other things, you get focused over here and you get focused over here. So imagine you're in a bowling alley, right? You cannot shoot the ball down that lane over there. You are not going to get the pins if you try to shoot that down over the lane over there. You're going to succeed if you focus on your lane and you focus on the pins in front of you. So I'd love for you to write down, like, really honestly, what are you really, really good at? Now, it's not what you really, really, really necessarily love. It's not necessarily what someone told you you're really good at. It's what you are innately really, really good at. Now, most of the time, what people are really, really good at, they actually do love. Your painters are amazing because they love it. Artists are incredible because they love what they do. People who are in the nursing business love it because it's what they do. Police officers love what they do. So it really is, what is in your lane is something that you really love to do and you're really, really good at. Like, that's the sweet lane. So write down, what are you really, really good at? And then underneath that, what do you really, really love to do? What are you really, really good at? And what do you really, really love to do? Now, for some of you, these are going to cross over. And for some of these, you are going to feel like they're separate. Like, I'm really, really good at some things, but it doesn't mean I really, really love to do it. But interestingly enough, if I look at what I'm really, really good at, somewhere along the line, I really, really loved it. So there's a lot of people who have careers, right? They really, really loved it when they started at it. They don't love it so much, but they're still really, really good at it. So I'd love for you to find the cross section in that. What are you really, really good at? And what do you really, really love to do? And when you can focus on those things, then you start building your lane. I'm really, really good at marketing. I'm really, really good at helping people overcome grief. I'm really, really, really good at publishing books. And I really, really love to work with authors one-on-one to make sure that their books are phenomenal. See, I'm really, really good at it. And then here's the next layer of what I really, really love about it. And when you're really good at something and then you look at what you really, really love, that's the sweet spot. That's the ikigai, right? How many people know the ikigai? The Japanese term of like living on purpose and doing what you love and then helping others. There's that one little sweet spot in the very middle. So that's what we're talking about. What you really, really love to do and what you're really, really good at. So take a moment to write those things down, please. I'll play a little music. Okay, great. I know you all are really, really good at something. So I want to see some hands up and I want to see some stuff in the chat. What are you really, really good at? Throw it in the chat. You all are really good at something. Throw your hands up. Tell us what you're really, really good at, because why not, right? We should tell each other what we're really, really good at. So put your hands up and share with me. Go ahead, Teresa, my darling. What are you really, really good at?
I'm really good at having fun.
Yay.
I'm good at having fun. I'm good at listening. I'm good at having a perspective of compassion and empathy for people.
Fantastic. And what do you really, really love?
I love to have fun. I love to be outside. I love to be moving. I love to dance and listen to great music. And I like to do that with other people. And I love to have a positive impact on people, whether that's mentoring or connecting them to someone that could be helpful or a resource. So creative problem solving.
Fantastic. So that I totally agree. This is a perfect example. Before I go forward, does everybody have something they're really, really good at and they really, really love? I want to see hands up. Anybody who does not have something? Anybody who does not have something they're really, really good at and they really, really love? Okay, this is the $1 million moment. This is where you all came to exactly this moment to find out that I have the key to the answer of all. Just do that. Just do what you're really, really good at and just do what you love. It doesn't matter. You don't need to spend $40,000 to go to Tony Robbins. You don't need to go sit at the top of a mountain with the monks. You don't need to shave your head. You do not need to have an out-of-body experience. I'm telling you right now. Just do that. Baby, just do that. Do what you really, really love and do what you're really, really good at. And every single solitary other thing will fall into place. People will follow you. The doors will open for you. The heavens will part for you. The people will show up for you. The clients will come in droves for you. The money will pour in. Do what you really, really love and you're really, really good at, and everything else will unfold. I guarantee it. We make it so complicated. See, your past does not define you. Instead, it refines you. And so it has refined you to this moment where you're really, really good at stuff and you really, really know what you love. You're not a child anymore. You're not influenced by your parents. No one is dictating. You know what you love. You know what you're good at. So go do that. Go do that. Incorporate your business in that way. Take all of the things you wrote and decide, how can I immerse my business into the center of that? How can I encapsulate all the things I love and all the things I'm good at into my business? Or how do I make a business that has each and every one of those things that I love and each and every one of those things that I'm good at? That is the key. That's the master. That's the maestro. That is literally what we're all in search of. And it's so interesting because we get complicated with the problems in the past and the old things and the comparisons and the other people and what people are going to say and what people are going to think. And maybe we might fail and blah, 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 blah. Just do what you love because you know that you love it. Just do what you're really good at because you're good at it. And then make your business wrap around that. And I guarantee you, you will have more success than you ever thought possible because it is really, really simple. It's not that complex. Told from a blonde, it's not that difficult. Just do that. Just do that. Just do the things that you're good at. Do the things that you love, and the world will open up and come after you, look for you, seek you out because you're doing what you love. Now, we all know people. Have we admired people from afar that are just doing what they love? Have we seen people that we know that, oh my gosh, they're look at they're living their life. They're doing what they love and they're really, really good at it. Well, we admire them because guess what? They just found the key. They just figured it out. They just got there a little bit faster than us. And so let go of however long it took you to get to this moment. Literally light bulb going off, walnut lid lifted off. This is your moment. You're going to hang up this call and be like, you know what? From now on, I'm going to do what I really, really love. And I'm going to do what I'm really good at. And just start moving your life in that direction. Just start shedding away all the things that don't fit around those parameters and just declare to the universe, I'm going to do what I love and I'm going to do what I'm good at. And then see what happens. Because all the other stuff, right? It takes time. Why did this happen? And why did this happen? And when this happened? And let's just do what you're good at and do what you love and see what happens. I'd love to follow up. I'd love for you all to follow up with me in the next 3 weeks to start doing what you love and do what you're good at and see what unfolds. All right. The last part of this exercise is absolutely incorporate those things into your business. So I have this thing called, I only do what makes me happy. So I wake up before I get out of bed, while I lay in bed, still in that wonderful little creative space between subconscious and conscious. I ask myself, what do I want to do today that's going to make me happy? And I always get an answer. I always get an answer. I've trained myself well enough now that I get an answer. Now, sometimes it's big things, like I want to cycle to Alaska. Other times it's like, I just want to clean up my closet. But my body will tell me something that it really wants to do today to make me happy. And I guarantee and promise myself I will do that. I just tell myself, okay, I'm going to do that. So if it's cleaning out my closet, I orchestrate my day. So the last part of the day, I'm going to clean up my closet. Like, I make sure that I honor myself with what makes me happy. Now, I didn't say only do what makes me happy in the sense that I don't do anything else. What I'm saying is I do what makes me happy, and I make sure I fit that into my day. The reason why this is so important is because you need to honor yourself. When you honor you, when you say, I'm going to be my word to me, something changes. Because what we do all the time is like, oh, I'm going to do that, and we don't do it. And what happens? Self-worth goes down. Oh, I'm going to go after that. And then you don't go after it. So what happens? Self-worth goes down. Oh, I'm going to call that person. Oh, I'm going to let that person know. Oh, I'm going to send out that proposal. And we don't do it. What happens? Our self-worth goes down. Our self-confidence goes down. And then the interaction that we have with the other person goes down because we let them down. So being your word to you is one of the most important things you can do. So when you ask yourself, what's going to make me happy today? And you do that, you're actually growing one of the most important muscles possible, your self-worth muscle. And when you have a strong self-worth, you will go after more, you will try more, you will have more confidence, you will feel better, you will be able to do more because you've raised the level of your self-confidence. Now, people say, I need to get my master's to do that. I need to get my, doctorate to do that. I need to be, the award winner, 5-star, top of the list, only person to prove that my self-worth is there. But guess what? That doesn't do it. We all know people who've won Oscars and awards and Pulitzer Prizes, and they're totally unhappy and they don't feel like they deserved it. It's because they haven't honored their own self-worth. And self-worth is about the word you have to yourself. So when you wake up in the morning and say, you know what's going to make me happy today? Having an extra cup of coffee in my backyard, watching the Blue Jays. You know what's going to make me happy today is sitting in the tub with that really expensive cream that I've been having in the back of the jar in the closet and I haven't used for 5 years because I didn't want to waste it. What's really doing that, going for that, going after the part of you that says, this is what's going to make me feel good, is going to raise your self-worth level. And then that's going to translate to your clients. Your clients are going to see that you're your word to yourself. Your clients are going to see that you honor yourself. Your clients are going to see that you value yourself. And when you value you, what does a client feel? You're going to value them. You're going to honor them. You're going to respect them because you respect yourself. How many times, I don't know if this ever happened to you, but I went into this beautiful, beautiful restaurant, incredible 5-star restaurant, Michelin star. We went into the back to meet the chef. And this is terrible to say, but he was extremely overweight, had a filthy, filthy bit, like chef's jacket, totally disheveled hair, sweating, like he just was a wreck. He was a total wreck. And I was like, I lost all confidence in the restaurant because the chef just looked like, what? So it was a judgment. I'll totally agree. But the point of the matter is I didn't feel confident about what he was delivering because he didn't have his own level of self-worth. So when you have a really strong level of self-worth, your clients respect you more. Your clients show up more. Your clients pay sooner. Your clients agree faster. Your clients sign up more because your self-worth is raised. And one of the fastest ways to raise your self-worth is by honoring your word to yourself. So just try it tomorrow morning and for the rest of this week, before you get out of bed, before you look at your phone, before anything else, ask yourself, what's going to make me happy today? And then orchestrate your day so that you do that, so that you execute that. If you're going to make me happy to go to yoga today, make sure you go to yoga. If it's going to make you happy today to clean your desk, clean your desk. And the other great thing for you parents is to start teaching this to your kids. And the reason I say this is because kids nowadays are so programmed that the phone makes them happy. The app makes them happy. Their friends make them happy. They are getting happiness from external input. So I ask my kids every day, what's going to make you happy today? I ask them that because I want them to activate their own ability to figure out what is going to make them happy. I don't want other sources, other substances, other things to be the thing that they think makes them happy. I want them to believe that they manifest their own happiness. And so when my daughter says it's going to make me happy today to pass my science exam, I'm like, okay, what do we need to do to make that happen? And then when she actually passes it and does really well at it, she has learned that she is the factor in her own happiness. She has learned that she is the manifester. She's the orchestrator of her happiness. And I think this is super, super important for us to do with our kids, to do with our spouses, to do with our family, to do with our friends. Like we can even ask them, like, I don't know if you guys have friends that commiserate or talk to you about things, but it's like, well, what's going to make you happy? Have you ever asked somebody what's going to make them happy? And they're like, they can't think for a moment because they're so busy complaining. Anytime someone is complaining, even you, even me, when I'm complaining, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. I actually go, boop, 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 boop. What's going to make me happy right now? And I retrain myself to figure out the situation to make myself happy and do that. I'm super passionate about this. If you do anything this week, wake up every morning and ask yourself what's going to make you happy and then do that. And you know what? Eventually you'll grow that muscle so strong that you will only do what makes you happy. You won't take appointments that don't make you happy. You won't agree with clients that don't make you happy. You won't show up for family reunions that don't make you happy. You won't agree to do promises and freebies for people that don't make you happy. You won't agree to mow the lawn for the neighbor because it doesn't make you happy. You will have grown the muscle so much that you'll be like, yeah, that doesn't really make me happy. I'm okay with putting a pass on that. You know what? That doesn't really make me happy. So I don't really want to say yes to that right now. You know what? In all honesty, that doesn't really make me happy. So it doesn't fit in with my plan right now. Right? It's so easy. It's so powerful. And it's so genuine. You have the right to be happy. So claim it, do it, go after it, and it will be yours. All right. See, I'm on a roll today. Ching, 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 ching. Yay, yay. All right. Okay. Next thing we're moving into networking. So I'm going to break you into groups. Peter's going to put you into groups. So one of the things about networking is to introduce yourself to your fellow authors. Hi, my name is JB. Tell them who you are, what you do. I help amazing individuals become international best-selling authors. Tell them what you do, and then tell them how quickly you do it. One of the important things about nowadays is that short attention span. So tell people how quickly. So my name's JB. I help international authors become bestsellers, and I do it in an amazing 4-month process. Boom. And today's networking, you're going to tell people what makes you happy. What really makes me happy is when you did it in the first exercise, is when I have fun. Let's use Teresa's exercise. And what I'm really good at is ... So who you are, what you do, and how quickly you do it, what you're good at, and what makes you happy. All right, makes sense? Peter, are you ready to move, everybody?
I'm all ready.
Let's do it, people. Enjoy, and off you go. Hey, Danya, are you here, my darling? She might have just turned on the camera and then walked away. What did Veronica Cardone say about me missing last week? Can she look in my profile and make sure Hey, Trace, are you here? Danya, are you here? Okay, Peter, when are you bringing them back?
Yep, I'll bring him back now.
Great.
Okay, everyone's back.
We need to go on our Facebook page so we can reconnect.
What a great idea. Yes, absolutely. You should all connect on your Facebook page and also connect on Ignite Community. Peter, if you could put the Facebook link in for Ignite Community. I just want to invite you all. You're welcome to share anything you like about yourself, what you're doing, what your family's doing, what you're up to, what your courses, your training, what you love, your inspirational thoughts. Please put them on Ignite Connect. All right. Who would love to introduce somebody that they met to the group? Anybody want to introduce somebody they met to the group? Yeah, go ahead, Pat. Love it. Who did you meet today?
Hi, I met Linda Parker, and she is a mindset success coach working with women entrepreneurs, and she helps to help them reach their goals in 3 to 6 months and getting that aha moment. And I think I need her.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And
All right.
Charles Nguyen came in a little bit later. He's a prosperity coach, and helps people prosper with their finances and so they can expand other areas in their lives. That's it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, Linda, take a moment to thank you so much, Pat. Linda, take a moment to describe yourself and then talk about your summit. Isn't your summit happening right now?
Yes, it is. Thank you. Yes, I'm Linda Parker. I'm a mindset and success coach with women entrepreneurs, helping them determine exactly what it is that they want. And we usually do it in 3 to 6 months. I have a summit going on right now, which is called Get Out of Your Own Way, because this little inner critic, I love what you were talking about, JB, gets in our way. And so I interviewed JB and 20 other amazing women entrepreneurs who share how they get through their limiting beliefs and self-doubt and all kinds of juicy nuggets. As a matter of fact, I'm working on a little PDF of everybody's little nuggets that I'm going to give the audience. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But everybody has that inner conversation that we need to just break through. Yes.
Well, please put your summit in the chat if people are able to access it. I don't know if you have a free version or a paid version, but you're still welcome to put it in the chat. And then Charles, introduce Pat for us. Tell us, what did you learn about Pat?
Well, I got in a little bit late.
Oh, you got in late? Okay, no problem. No problem. Anybody else want to introduce anyone else? Anybody meet somebody galactically amazing? Yeah, go ahead, Barbara.
Sorry, it might be a little noisy out here with some construction, but I met Alberto, and he is originally from the Dominican Republic and doesn't live far from me. He's in Coral Springs, which is really like Boca. And he has transitioned from a customer service call center to being part of a network marketing company and empowering other people and lifestyle leadership.
Awesome. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Hugs and kisses to you, Albert. Introduce Barbara.
Yes, I met Barbara. She lives in Jupiter, which is really close from where I live. So I appreciate this networking session. It really touched me that she wants to empower people with the story that she experienced with the suicide. And just amazing that she's doing that story with the health and wellness and just empowering people with her with her company and her business. So I'm just pretty excited to get to know you better, Barbara. And I'm working on a book on grieving. So it's gonna be an interesting collaboration that we're gonna get to do together soon.
What did you, a book on what?
On grieving. It's gonna
On
be called
grieving. Let's
House-
meet for lunch, Albert. Let's meet for lunch.
That's fantastic. Yes, Albert is doing an incredible solo book with a partner of his, and they're talking about grieving. And so we're first in line to help them publish that and putting our hands up to be of support. And we love it when our authors are doing amazing and incredible things. So bravo to all of you. If you want to write your solo book, let us know, because that's really an incredible opportunity for you to share more of your message. Bravo to all the new people. Now we have a brand new, hot off the presses new author. Señor, mi amor, por favor, hablo contigo. Oh, I don't know if he's frozen. Erasmo. Hablo con él.
Yes.
Can you
No
speak
tenga
Spanish
pena.
and tell us a little bit? I'm trying to work on my Spanish. I'm probably saying it horribly.
No, you're good.
Introduce us and tell us a little bit about you, brand new to the Ignite family.
Wow. Well, I'm Erasmo. Hi, everybody. And I always had a craving for writing and speaking. And I finally decided to, probably about, I don't know, a year and a half ago, went into the personal development and moving forward every day. So I'm happy to be here, be part of the family, and let's go.
Yeah, fantastic. We love having you here. So bravo, bravo, bravo. Now you guys are the tried and true superstars. So I'm going to fill you in on a little secret. So all of you have been inside Ignite Connect, and we've been busy little bees. Peter has been doing amazing things, and we are creating a feed, a wonderful feed on Ignite Connect, that so you guys are going to be able to connect with each other. So the whole idea is now you're going to be able to have this cool feed, just like Facebook, where you can type something like, hey, PayPal, and you can type your feed in there, and then people can comment, awesome, no, cool, no, actually, I care, no, I love it, no, actually, I can totally relate, inspired. And so we have these fun little things where people can comment on what they like, and then of course they can respond and comment and say something back like, oh, you are so amazing, I love you, and comment back and and all kinds of fun stuff. So we love it that you guys are going to soon enough be able to use the new feed on Ignite Connect. Sue, isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Put up the little hands, snap your fingers. Cool, cool, cool. And so if you haven't been in Ignite Connect, this is coming out. It's coming out really soon. And the whole idea is we want you guys inside the feed to be able to connect with each other even more. Now, if you haven't been inside Connect for a while, please check out our directory. We've got a lot of people. Look, Albert, your photo's not there. Put your photo up. Get your photo in there. Please put your photo into the directory. We love having your photos. And then we're going to be able to have ways for people to view your profile and totally look at this. Is this cool or what? You put in your bio, fill out your name, your location, your power quote, ways for people to totally connect with you. We made your bio look like a passport. Isn't that cool? Because, well, we're all about books if you didn't know. So you can totally start filling out your book and your profile and your directory and all of that, because the more information here, the more people that we can totally connect with. Now, the other thing about Ignite Connect, which is so cool, isn't this feed going to be awesome? I can't wait. Make sure that you click on your Spark Success issue, because that's where our newest issue of Spark Success Perseverance. If you haven't seen it, you can definitely go there and get Spark Success. If you don't want to see my mug, you can go over to Ignite Possibilities. You guys are the only ones who have access to both Ignite Possibilities and Spark Success. So you can click on that Perseverance and you can check out all of the amazing stuff that's happening in this issue of Perseverance for this month. Fun stuff in our magazine. It's looking amazing. And just so you all know, because I love to tell you guys fun, cool stuff, we're going to be moving our magazines into hardcover. So you can get hardcover copies of Ignite and Spark Success. And here's the cool thing is it's so neat because it's like a hybrid. It's a magazine plus a work activity book. It's like an introspective workbook and magazine with all of the amazing stuff in it. And as you may or may not know, Les Brown is now a contributing author each and every month into our self-mastery program. So that's super cool. Now, if you haven't been in there, please go check out Ignite Television Fun stuff in Ignite Television. All our motivational videos that we play at the beginning of our calls are there. These are super cool. These are called Ignite Inspires. These are our authors' action quotes and action steps that we have made into a little video. You've got lots of fun stuff from me about what's happening in Ignite. And then all the Candlelight Conversations, if you've missed any of them, they are in Ignite Television. And the Author Journey Masterminds are also there, along with the Writer's Nest and these calls, Ignite Live, if you've missed any of them. So that's all in your television section. And then we're starting to build our community section. So all of the 100 communities that I want to connect with will all be in your community section. And the Realm of Possibilities is the newest thing. It's not ready to go yet, but it's going to be filled with action steps, themes, all the fun kind of stuff that we're putting in what we're calling the Realm of Possibilities. So you can see Ignite Connect is growing in leaps and leaps and bounds. And I just wanted to share with all of you this new thing. Go off your camera or unmute yourself for a minute and give Peter a big round of applause. Peter, we love you building a social hub for us,
Wow,
right?
Peter, thank you. That's amazing.
Brilliant. That's awesome.
And
Thank
the
you,
whole
Peter.
idea is
love
that
that.
we want, thanks, Peter, go ahead. Sorry, I talked over top of you.
Nope, just saying thank you. And, it's just, we love this community and, just how we can bring everyone together and just keep growing and connecting everyone is just so powerful. So thank you. Enjoy.
Yeah. And the whole idea is we want you guys to have a sacred space to connect with one another. I don't know about you, but Facebook has become just this lost abyss for me. I can't find any of my friends. I can't see anybody anymore. It's not fun. My feed is just riddled with junk. So we want to create a space where like-minded, heart-centered individuals can all come together. And the feed is not about advertising. It's not about marketing. It's about people connecting on a heartfelt, centered level. And that's why we really want to build this platform. All right. So for those of you who are excited about what's happening for the rest of this week, Friday is our author journey kickoff for Road to Bestseller. So if you're an Ignite Possibilities or Ignite Entrepreneur, we're starting down the road to bestseller. If you haven't got your photo in yet, please do that ASAP because our team is building all your social media collateral, and that's happening this week. So Road to Bestseller will start on Friday. Saturday is Candlelight Conversations. We have Dan Gordon with us this week. Superstar. Oh my gosh, this guy is really rocking it on the planet about sales. He's written so many books. He's sold so many books. He's just kicking it and killing it with his marketing on books. And so if you want to know how to grow your book, sell your book, and really expand your marketing in the area of books, please come on Saturday to Candlelight Conversations. Now, Candlelight Conversations is now available to everyone around the globe. So Peter, please put the link in that. I want you guys to share Candlelight Conversations because I don't know about you, but when you make something that you really love, you want everyone to enjoy it. And I don't know, I think Candlelight Conversations just rock it. I think Candlelight Conversations are so smart. I don't know anywhere else you can get such great content in 60 minutes. It's absolutely a gift to you. So please invite every single person you know to come to Candlelight Conversations so we can really, really grow that environment and get people there and really maximize the free content that our experts are giving. We really want you to be a part of Candlelight Conversations. So Peter's going to put the link in the chat for that. It's really going to be a fun week, fun things. Next week, I'm going to be on location. I'm actually trying to go away to an Airbnb outside in the mountains for next week. So I haven't been out of my house in a new locale for 14 months. So I'm super excited that next week, we may be coming to you on location from the Rocky Mountains. So hopefully that will all pan out. So you guys will see me with a little bit of mountains in the background next week on Ignite Live. Any questions for anybody who's got something they need to report? Yes, go ahead, Renee.
If there is somewhere that we can find information on the launch event, like I don't know what's involved with it. And I think Entrepreneur launches a week before. I assume we can attend that.
So at your Author Journey Masterminds on Friday, we are going to give you what's called the Road to Bestseller. And it's a document that has dates, times. It's literally the next iteration of everything you need to know. So it's all going to come to you starting on Friday of this week. So everything will be on a document, on a list. It'll all be there for you. Road to Bestseller starts on Friday. So come to the Author Journey Mastermind.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody else? All right, anybody, if with our 1 minute left, who can leave us on a fabulously positive note with a mini ignite? Anybody? Anybody got a mini ignite that they'd love to leave us on a fabulous and fun note? Teresa, fun. Come on, girl.
Okay, fun. I've been 2 days in a row. I walk first thing in the morning through the city, and the weather's just gorgeous and glorious. And so I've gotten in like 10,000 steps like before breakfast.
Whoa, that's a mini ignite. I love it. I love it. All right. And Charles, you put up your hand?
Yes. Because of my vibration lately, I attract, a beautiful, rich girl. And,
I love it.
part of me-
do
part-
tell
yeah,
us
part
more.
of me say, do I really deserve it? How come it's so easy, right? And so I have to let all that go, and I go, okay, trust my heart, trust my soul. Do I really connect with her, right? And we really connect. So that was my ignite.
Wow! Unmute yourself, everyone. Big whistles for Charles. We love it. We love it. We love it.
I love it,
posted.
Charles.
Keep us posted. And I'll just tell you, if you're not 100% sure, absolutely you deserve it. Absolutely you attract it. Absolutely the universe is ready to give it to you. So bravo. Fantastic. All right. Today, go out with that little stride in your step and just know that you absolutely deserve every single thing you want. You totally deserve it. All right. I love you all. Big hugs and kisses. Have a great day. Go out and ignite the world, team. Thank you so much.